Hello everyone, good evening and welcome back to BYJU'S exam prep. कैसे हो सब लोग? पढ़ाई कैसी चल रही है? How are things going on at your end? I hope everyone is working very hard and solving a lot of questions. I hope you're ready for other law entrance exams as well as CLAT 2025. You're on track. I hope you can hear and see me clearly as well. एक बार जल्दी से टेस्ट चेक कर लेते हैं एंड फिर स्टार्ट करते हैं हमारी प्रिपरेशन फॉर ग्रामर पार्ट 4. 3 parts of grammar, basics of grammar have already been done and we're going to continue our prep. हम आज pronoun की preparation को ही continue करेंगे. In the last class, because we had done a bit of pronouns and there were a few rules that I hadn't discussed in the last class. So आज वही continue करेंगे. Agenda क्या होगा session का? Basics of grammar सीखते हैं. We try to understand the intricacies of it. We try to get better with it. And in the process, we pick up each topic individually and solve more questions on that. तो एक बार जल्दी से बता दो that you can hear and see me very, very clearly. Good evening. या ऑल राइट. तो लास्ट क्लास में हमने प्रोनाउंस किया था. आई होप आपने वो क्वेश्चंस प्रैक्टिस किए. आप आई होप मैंने जो आपको रूल्स बताए लास्ट क्लास में, यू गाइज रिमेंबर दोस रूल्स. आज उसी की प्रिपरेशन कंटिन्यू करेंगे. बेसिक्स ऑफ ग्रामर में वी गोइंग टू बी कवरिंग अप प्रोनाउंस. बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक है. इफ यू हैड सीन माय फर्स्ट क्लास, I told you few commonly asked topics and I told you how the questions that come in law entrance exams is going to be different from what your school teachers asked you. And to align the preparation with what law entrance exams ask us, we have the series for you. हमने already articles कर लिए थे. We have also done part 1 of pronouns. Part 2 of pronouns is right here. In the next class, we'll be picking up either subject verb agreement or tenses or one of those similar topics. But आज pronouns के और डिटेल में जाएंगे और क्वेश्चंस प्रैक्टिस करेंगे. एक्सेप्शनल रूल्स डिस्कस करने की कोशिश करेंगे. रूल्स के थ्रू क्वेश्चंस के थ्रू हम रूल्स याद करने की कोशिश करेंगे. आई विल बी एक्सप्लेनिंग ईच रूल टू यू. अगर आपने प्रोनाउंस मेरे साथ अभी तक नहीं किया है तो प्लीज अपने पेन एंड पेपर नोटबुक लेके बैठिए. नोट्स बनाना आपके लिए जरूरी है. यू विल कम अक्रॉस मेनी सच स्टेटमेंट्स टुडे जो आपको लगेगा अच्छा ये तो मैंने सोचा ही नहीं कि ऐसे हो सकता है. I never thought of it like that this could be written or spoken in this way. Okay, so seat belts on everyone. Here we begin with our journey. Before we begin, we have a 3-day free trial going on our app. So अगर आप एक ऐसे स्टूडेंट हैं जो देखना चाहते हैं हमारी क्लासेस कैसी दिखती हैं, हमारे मॉक टेस्ट कैसे हैं, हमारे सेक्शनल टेस्ट कैसे हैं, हमारा ऐप कैसा है, you can access everything for free for the next 3 days जब आप अपने फोन नंबर के साथ रजिस्टर करेंगे. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and do that if you still haven't availed this facility yet. Register yourself with your phone number and then you can see us in our batches and access everything for free. Start करते हैं हमारी pronouns की preparation के साथ. Last class में मैंने आपको detail में I had taught you about the 2 cases of pronouns. Do you remember the subjective case and the objective case of a pronoun? Do you remember this, everyone? What were the subjective and the objective cases? Like I becomes a me, we becomes an us, they becomes a them, she becomes a her, and he becomes a him. ठीक है? And if you remember the usage, I had taught you when to use the subjective case and when to use the objective case as well. This is supposed to be used, or this category of pronouns is supposed to be used when we use the pronoun for the doer of an action in a sentence. And this category of a pronoun, all of these should be used when we use it for the receiver of an action in the sentence. So all we need to do is we need to locate the action, and depending upon the action, we see if we are using it for the doer or the receiver, and accordingly we choose the correct pronoun. Now keeping that in mind, I'm going to be adding 2 more words to this list. When we are asking questions, these are also called relative pronouns. Okay? So who becomes a whom. If I'm using this who for the doer of an action, I'll use who. If I'm using this for the receiver of an action, I'll be using a whom. And we have whoever becomes a whomever. So remember, these two things we'll be focusing on these as well when we solve more questions. Just remember who and whoever for the doer of the action, whom and whomever for the receiver of the action. If you are watching this video and you don't know what exactly is this, I had discussed this in a lot of detail in my previous class on Intro to Grammar Part 3. Find that out, revisit the class and understand the difference. Okay? If you've done that already, you would know what I'm referring to. Let's continue with our prep. Let's start solving questions. Just keep who and whom in your mind, and let's see more questions and more rules as per the questions as well. So question number 1, I want you to answer which one of this is going to be an appropriate fit in the blank provided to you. They or them according to the meaning of the sentence. Give this a try, everyone. The sentence is, who finished the race first? It could have been they or them. What do you think should the correct answer be? देखते हैं कौन इसको करेक्टली आंसर कर पाता है. So Arva says them. ठीक है, Arva, let's quickly revise the rule that we had done. What is the action? First thing we need to look at is the action in the sentence. What is the action, Arva? What is the action? Let me see. Let me bring you back on track. What is the action happening in the sentence? So, you know what you did, Arva? I'll tell you. You answered it as per your gut feeling and not the rule that I had taught you. Remember, the questions that I'm bringing are specifically based on those statements that usually people speak incorrectly. So, gut feeling will always violate the basic rule. Never use gut feeling to answer such questions. The action here is finishing the race. Who is the doer? Since they are the doer, they finished the race first. They are the doer. I cannot use a them. This first step is to identify the action. The second step is to see who is doing the action. And then third step, if we have a receiver, then check who is receiving the action. But here, since we already have a doer, which is they, the correct answer is going to be, it could have been they. Sounds good, them. But technically, that's going to be incorrect. Exactly. Now you're right, Arva. You've got that. Okay. So that's question number 1, they. Let's move to question number 2. The students each submitted his or their assignments on time. Let's see if you get this one correct. Okay. The students each submitted his or their assignments on time. देखो क्या आंसर आता है. Let me see. The students each submitted his or their assignments on time. What's your answer? Okay, I'll teach you the rule since I have no answer coming my way. The rule is when we have each, words, each, every, they are considered always as singular. So the pronoun that follows also should be singular. The verb also that follows will be singular. For example, each student has done, not have done, even if there are 20 students. Because the word each is used, we need a singular verb and a singular pronoun. So if the sentence was the students have submitted, I would have used a there. But that's not the sentence. The sentence is the students each submitted. The answer should be his. Okay? Because we have a word each that represents har ek unit. It goes to every single unit. So every these words, along with some more words, which I'm not going to answer right now because there are a few more questions dependent on that. But right now, all you need to know is each and every are two words out of the many that will always be followed by a singular pronoun. The answer is each, the students each submitted his assignment or her, whatever. Okay? All right. Okay. So let's continue with the next question. Question number 3. A similar statement was done in the last class. I am sure you're going to get this correct. Both of us enjoy hiking, but I enjoy it more than he, him. Both of us enjoy hiking, but I enjoy it more than he, him. Let's see what your answer is. He, you're absolutely right, Arva. Absolutely right. Both of us enjoy hiking, but I enjoy it more than he. Why? What's the action? Hiking. Who is the doer? Both. I and he both. Since both of us are the doer, we need a subjective case of a pronoun, he. To make it sound better, we can just write the sentence as, but I enjoy it more than he does. The answer still remains the same even if does isn't added. Okay? All right, let's go to the next statement. Question number 4. Which its will you use? A or B? Did you read the book? Its plot is quite intriguing. Which its will you use? What's your answer? Okay, apostrophe yes. Now let me teach you the difference. Did I remove this? Yeah. So that's the subjective and objective case, okay? I'll add, and all of these pronouns are called personal pronouns. Okay, let me add another category of pronouns, and that's called possessive pronouns. What are possessive pronouns? Pronouns that show possession, like my pen, your pen, our pen, their pen. They show possession. If I write the statement as this pen is, what will you write? Mine. Okay, so my or mine, our or ours, their or theirs. His remains the same. Okay. Do you see in any one of these possessive pronouns, we never add an apostrophe s? I'll reiterate, a pronoun that shows possession never takes an apostrophe s. Nouns do. For example, Alpa ma'am's class. Okay, so I'll write it like this. Alpa's class. That means apostrophe s is added to a noun. It is never added to a pronoun. Now, what if I add it to a pronoun? What does it mean? Let me write it here under this statement. Okay. For example, I'm referring to the plot here. Oh, yeah. I'm referring to the plot here. This is the plot that belongs to the book. That means I need a pronoun that shows possession. Any pronoun that shows possession should not take an apostrophe s. It should be this one. This is a possessive pronoun. When I add an apostrophe s to a pronoun, what does it mean? This means it is. For example, it's a wonderful day. That means it is a wonderful day. I'll write it like this. This sentence doesn't show any possession. It only shows the abbreviation of it and is, the compilation of the combination of it and is. So it's going to be with an apostrophe s. But since here we don't need it is, plot is quite intriguing. I don't mean to say that it is, plot is. I'm trying to use a pronoun that shows possession, the plot that belongs to the book. So for a possessive pronoun, I use one without an apostrophe s. The correct one is going to be this. Its plot is quite intriguing. Okay, yeah, now you've understood that. Correct. So everyone, did you get this? Let's go to question number, and I hope you're making notes, okay? Question number 5. Someone left their umbrella here and they or he must come back for it. क्या होगा आंसर? Someone left their umbrella here and they or he must come back for it. देखो एक तो एरर है सेंटेंस में. I'll point it out later on. But आंसर क्या होगा पहले ये बताइए. Everyone, what's your answer? Okay. I taught you in the beginning that each, every will always be followed by a singular pronoun. There are more words to it, as I told you. The next word is someone. Someone means one, right? Anyone, one. It has to be followed by a singular pronoun. So, someone, anyone, no one, somebody, anybody, nobody, something. All of these words will be followed by a singular pronoun and verb. Something, anything, and nothing. All of these words will be followed by a singular pronoun. The error in the sentence, as I told you in the beginning, should be this. Someone left his umbrella here and he must come back for it. This should also be a his instead of their. So the correct statement should be someone left his umbrella here and he must come back for it. Just make a note of all of these words. They will always be followed by a singular verb and singular pronoun. 2 more words added to this list and they are either and neither. All of these words, okay? So they'll be followed by a singular pronoun. Okay, so before I proceed with question number 6, did you hit the like button? Thank you if you've paid me my Guru Dakshina. If you haven't, तो गुरु को गुरु दक्षिणा देनी पड़ती है. फ्री क्लास के लिए आप मुझे क्या गुरु दक्षिणा देंगे? आपको पता है, hitting the like button, sharing the video with your friends, and then subscribing to our channel if you still haven't done that. Thank you if you've done that already. Question number 6. In the restaurant, each customer realized their or his order had been delivered. What's your answer? In the restaurant, each customer realized his or their order had been delivered. क्या होगा आंसर? जल्दी जल्दी से बता दो. His. Absolutely, I just told you. Very good, Kavita. I just told you the rule. When you have each written, it will be followed by a singular pronoun. So, his order had been delivered. His or her में से कुछ भी लग सकता है, but it certainly cannot be plural. Certainly cannot be there. Yes, Subhash, absolutely correct. Let's move on with our next question. Question number 7. This is a little tricky. Absolutely, Arva. After each, we have to make it singular. बताइए. आंसर क्या होगा इधर? Many a student wishes they or she could excel in exams. She, okay. The answer is she. Let me explain this. Money name, many. Many or many a. They mean the same thing. They mean a lot. But since this is accompanied with a, after this, always add a plural noun like many students. Many a will take a singular noun, which is many a student. Here S will come, here S will not come. Meaning remains the same. Many a student also means a lot. Many students also means a lot. But since a is used here, it will take a singular noun. और singular noun लगते ही उसके लिए pronoun भी फिर singular लगेगा. So many students are, many a student is. Many students के साथ में आप she लगा सकते, sorry, they लगाओगे, and many a student के साथ आप she लगाओगे या he लगाओगे. The rule remains the same, and that is, the meaning remains the same rather. Many and many a means a lot, but with many we use plural, with many a we use singular because of the usage of noun. Sangeeta, did you get some clarity? Okay, yeah, Kavita and Arva, it's going to be a she, but I hope you've understood why it's not going to be a they. Sangeeta, I hope you got some clarity on why it's not going to be a they. Because of the noun being singular. Noun singular होगा तो फिर pronoun भी singular होगा. Okay, verb भी singular होगा. Wishes. But many students wish they could excel. Many a student wishes she could excel. I hope you understood question number 7. Let's move to question number 8. Remember who, whom, the difference I had taught you in the beginning of the class. This is the subjective case, this is the objective case. See what I'm using it for, the subject or the object. That's when you'll know which one of these two is correct. The scientist whom you consulted is a leading expert in the field. Whom, Kavita? Good job. Very good. Dekho, what is the action? Consulted. That's my verb. Who is consulting? I. I am the doer. I am the subject. Whom are you consulting? The scientist. The scientist is the object. So I am using this who, whom for the scientist who is an object. I need an objective case of a pronoun. The scientist whom you consulted is a leading expert in the field. Did you understand this? Yes, absolutely, Arva. बिल्कुल सही. Shabash. Simple funda याद रखना. For a subject, who? For an object, whom? For a doer, who? And for a receiver, whom? Scientist is the receiver of being consulted, whom? You in the sentence are the doer, so subjective case. All right, so whom is the correct answer here? Mind my words, guys, this is my last class on pronouns. Iske baad pronouns from my end should be done. Next class, I'll either pick up subject verb agreement or tenses, one of probably subject verb agreement only. Okay, here you go. She's the woman whom we invited to speak at the conference. Same logic. Who? Okay, I'll explain this again. What's the action? 1 minute before I tell you the answer here. This is part 2 of pronouns. Part 1 was under grammar, basics of grammar, part 3. You can find the video saved in our channel. If you still are confused with the subjective case, objective case kya hai, I think you need to see that class. Basics of grammar part 3. I have explained it in detail there. So after this class, एक बार उसको visit कर लेना. यहाँ action क्या है? Invited. Verb. Who is the doer? We. Who is the receiver? She. She is the receiver. She is the object. We need a whom. Because the object के लिए लग रहा है. This is used for the woman. Right? So she is the woman whom we invited to speak at the conference. Gut feeling से आंसर नहीं करते हैं ये questions. Logic लगाते हैं. Logic क्या है? Receiver के लिए लग रहा है ये whom. So we need a whom here, not a who. Got this, everyone? Understood? Okay. Let's move to question number 10. Aria will share her insights with whomever shows genuine interest. What's your answer? Aria will share her insights with whomever shows genuine interest. Good job, Kavita. Whoever. Let's look at the action. Showing genuine interest. This person will show genuine interest. Uske saath Aria will share her insights. This person has to show genuine interest. This is the doer. Since this is the doer, it's going to be whoever. Yeah, correct. So I hope you got some clarity on the different cases of pronouns, different types of pronouns. We did possessive pronouns, we did reflexive pronouns, we did personal pronouns today. And with this, I bring the class to an end. But before that, our All India free open mock for SLAT is already live. And the window closes on 28th of Jan. कल छुट्टी होगी स्कूल की लड्डू लेके आ जाना और टेस्ट दे देना. But you need to register yourself for that beforehand. Register yourself today, take a slot tomorrow, and sit for the test right away because it's a free All India open mock. You have to take this up. Okay, so do that right away. Also, if you wish to prepare with us for MHCT, GMI, LLB, SSAT, LSAT, our All India, our batches are already live. So if you wish to prepare with us, you can speak to the counselors. To get a free counseling session, the link is shared under my video in the description box for a free counseling session. There's a Google Doc form attached, counseling form. You need to fill your basic details, and very soon one expert member from my counseling team is going to give you a call and speak to you about whatever doubts that you have. You can get a free counseling session along with your parents. Do that right away. If you have any doubts about CLAT 2025, Nivedita ma'am is going to come live on 28th of January, 6 p.m., where she is going to be discussing everything about CLAT 2025. It's a free workshop, but registration is mandatory. Do that right now. The link is there under my video in the description box. Our scholarship test happens on 4th of Feb. Mark the date, 11 a.m. Register yourself right away and win thousands of scholarship. Our new batch for CLAT 2025 also is live. That's the number of our counselors. You can speak to them directly, or to request a call back from them, you can fill out the Google Doc that has been shared under my video in the description box with the counseling form. Fill your basic details and one member is going to call you up at the earliest. Our test series for other law entrance preparation is already live. 15 mock tests are there to be taken. Comes for a very nominal cost. Do that right now. What are you waiting for? You can follow us on all our social media handles like Instagram, Facebook, Telegram, our app in Google Play. Again, the links are there under my video. And do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel and share the video with your friends. Thank you if you've already done that. That's going to be all for today. Work really hard. I shall see you in the next class. God bless you.